How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with some reactions. This is JINJER, the song Perennial at the Wacken Open Air Festival from 2019. This was a request in the comments, so thank you. Let's get into the reaction. Just want to give a quick shout out and a quick thanks to my patron supporters. And just a little quick announcement also. I want to be doing full album reactions, unedited, uncut album reactions, and I'm gonna make them Patreon exclusives. So for my patrons, that's an announcement. For anyone who would like to become a patron, links in the description. The album reactions and unedited, uncut, full I'm talking like an hour long stuff I can't post on YouTube because it'll get blocked, as we know in the past, right? And most of those reactions will make their way to YouTube eventually, but patrons will get exclusive access as well as early access to those album reactions. So I probably will be diving into some Spirit Box and doing an full album reaction on Eternal Blue, as well as diving back into JINJER because this band is blowing my friggin' mind. So yeah, that's that. So look out for that. The second tier, it'll be a $5 tier on Patreon. So that will give you access to every album reaction that I ever put out. So look out for that. Become a patron. Click the link here down below. The link is there. You can click on it. And yeah, thank you to my patrons who support me on the support tier, as well as those of you that showed up for my first ever live stream celebrating 1,000 subs. I crossed 1,000 subs earlier this week, so thank you very much to my patrons and everyone else who showed up in the live stream. I really appreciate it. It was a fun hang. We got to just talk about stuff. You guys gave me some great suggestions, some reactions. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. But let's get into this reaction. This is Perennial at the Wacken Open Air Festival it is in Germany, I believe, right? Somewhere there. Anyway, Perennial, here we go.
Dankeschön, Germany.
Germany,
well,
yeah.
With the next song, we must say goodbye to you.
Oh, this was their closer?
But rather not goodbye, but see you next time.
Must be a hell of a song.
Autumn feels like funeral to me.
Oh, it's like a backing track.
And not for what has passed.
You can see them all getting hyped up to mosh. Fuck yeah. Mosh, motherfuckers, mosh!
Exhausted nights, always so tragic and so it's alone.
Oh!
Death throws us slowly, crawling to our toes, as the last lift is falling apart.
That is a king shit riff. I love that riff so much. That's some fucking talent right there, man. God damn!
Come back to celebrate this
How do you switch so seamlessly? Ooh, love that. That guy looks like the drummer for Killswitch Engage. He's not. Looks like him.
Source of confusion, the reason of decay and disillusion. To permanent ties, we found breathless paradise. No, we're not dead. No, you're not dead. Just enjoying coma.
Ooh. God, what a voice.
From the ashes of my rights, the new day will rise to it again.
Okay.
This is poetry of yours. This poetry of me and you. From the ashes of my rights, the new day will rise to live again. This is poetry of you. This is poetry of me and you.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Wacken. Well, we've heard a lot of great things about you, but it's about our expectations, man. You're fucking amazing! And stay amazing. Thank you so much, and see you someday. Mwah.
That was beautiful. I want to play that riff. I'm going to play that riff. Ha! Oh. All right. Didn't catch much of the lyrics because I was just vibing with the music. So let's just dive into the lyrics real quick. All right. We got the lyrics. Good to go. I've noticed this about this site though. Genius lyrics, genius.com, whatever. And not all of the lyrics it's not always that the lyrics are correct, because a lot of you, like the previous song, Pisces, there was a line in there that was given here one way, but you guys said it was another thing. So I don't know. I'm going off of what's written here. So if anything's incorrect, please feel free to correct me in the comments. And yeah, comment down below with your interpretation of the song too. So I'm curious. Let's go. This autumn, oh, this was the playback track that was playing in the beginning. This autumn feels like funeral to me. The longest song of grief, and not for what has passed, but for what shall last. Okay. I mean, perennial literally means to last for an eternity or for a indiscriminate amount of time. Like perennial, it means like long life, almost eternal life, kind of like that. That's what perennial means. So, but saying like the autumn feels like funeral to me, the longest song of grief, and not for what has passed, but for what shall last. So it feels like it's like a seasonal thing basically. So she's in the autumn, and it's a metaphor obviously, because autumn is the season of change, and she's not talking about the grief of what has passed, but for what shall last. So whatever comes next in the winter or the spring, metaphorically. Exhausted nature is so tragic and suicidal. Okay. Oh, how spectacular she is when she killed. All right, who are we talking about here? Death throes are slowly crawling to her toes as the last leaf is falling off her head. Okay, so she's using the imagery of a tree in the autumn time that sheds the leaves. Spectacular when she offs herself. Like some trees, some plants, some nature, some sort of flora are seasonal, so they kind of fall away, they sort of go to sleep or they die in the winter time and then come back in the spring. So it's like a life cycle thing, right? That's what she's talking about. Not for what has passed, but for what shall last beyond this winter. but she's also talking about exhausted nature, so tragic and suicidal, how spectacular she is when she kills herself. Like, the leaves fall off, the trees look dead, some plants actually die, but they come back in the spring. I'm here with her undressed, with a few petals on my breast. Okay. We shared opiates and let the landscapes do the same. Right. I love your warmth, but yet prefer to sleep in cold alone. We fixed our eyes up to the sky to see a flight send us farewell. That's deep. Not really sure what that means, but I guess it's still alluding to that. She is using the imagery of like a tree in the autumn time, yes, but she is also there with that tree, with a few petals on my breast. Oh, maybe she's a smaller tree or a plant that is beside the tree. A few petals on my breast. We shed opiates and let the landscapes do the same. So yeah, there's a thing in nature, right? Trees kind of communicate with like some construction noise going on. Yeah, so like trees can communicate each other, and they actually share like, what's it, like pheromones or something, right? They share through the root system, some with like leaves falling off, basically, or like transpollination, that kind of stuff. They share each other, they share with each other, like trees basically communicate. That's what I'm trying to get at. We shared opiates and let the landscapes do the same. I love your warmth, but yet prefer to sleep in cold alone. So yes, okay. She's talking about the season now. I love the warmth of autumn, but she prefers the cold of winter. She prefers to sleep in cold alone. We fixed our eyes up to the sky to see a flight send us farewell. Flight may mean bird, or flight send us farewell. I'm not sure what that means. Comments. Go crazy. Okay, so the chorus, goodbye, maybe see each other next time. So please come back to celebrate this festival of life. Then as now fly. Today you reached the point of no return. Now cry and then die. Tomorrow I will meet you with your cells restored. Okay, so we're talking about basically how some nature, some trees, and I'm still using the metaphor of trees. She's obviously using it as an allegory for life itself, and how some people go through seasons in their life, and they go through autumn, they go through winter, they sort of hibernate, they die, but they are reborn. It's a life cycle. This is the entire message here. It's a life cycle. So goodbye, maybe see each other next time. So please come back to celebrate this festival of life. Come back in the spring. Then as now fly. Today you reach the point of no return. Now cry and then die. Tomorrow I'll meet you with your cells restored. So the rebirth, cells restored. The rebirth of spring, right? Metaphorically again. Annual tradition of mass destruction, like all, trees shed their leaves, plants die, a lot of things sort of just go into like a hibernative rest and then come back afterwards. My biggest source of confusion, the reason of decay and dissolution. Under permanent ice, we found a breathless paradise. No, we're not dead, just enjoying coma. Say, they're just like hibernating. So I guess if you use that allegory to describe humans, yes, humans go through that kind of seasonal thing. Sort of I mean, I don't want to say depression or anything, but like sometimes we feel like we just need to close ourselves away during the winter of our lives, and we will come back in the springtime. Hopefully, there's hope to come back in the springtime, because some trees, some nature, some flora just kind of wilt away. But there's hope to see you again in the springtime. We're not there just enjoying coma. We're hibernating. We're resting, recharging. We shall be reborn in the spring. From the ashes of my roots, the new me will rise to I'm basically on point with this. From the ashes of my roots, the new me will rise to live again. This is poetry of youth. This is poetry of me and you. From the ashes of my roots, the new me will rise again. She's repeating it. Yeah, so that's basically like the life cycle. She's using, like how in Pisces she used fish, or the Pisces zodiac, to sort of describe a human, right? And how humans go through that sort of moment in their life. where they're unsure, where there's self-doubt, but they're naive and trusting, and it speaks about self-worth and all that, self-actualization. This is describing, I think, the sort of the need, or the ritual rather, of closing oneself off, recharging, being reborn, hopefully, the rebirth, the life cycle. I mean, like, on the surface, this is about life and death. It's a life cycle of life and death. Things die, new things are born, they die, feeds new things. Like, we become the grass, the cows eat the grass, the cow dies, we eat the cow, like that sort of stuff. It's a life cycle. That's what the song is about. But oh my God, that riff, I would love to play that riff. I'm going to learn that riff and I'm going to play that riff. I'm going to jam it out. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this song. This was a great suggestion. I love the song. I'm going to go listen to the official version on my own, and just learn the song and try to play it. Because that riff was king shit, dude. I loved it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you once again to my patrons. And yes, like I said, I'm going to be doing full album reactions, unedited, uncut, and they're going to be going up on Patreon for the $5 tier, and you will get access to all of it. So look out for that. Join Patreon to become a patron and support the channel. And if you don't want to do the reactions, the album reaction tier, also you can just join as a support system as the $1 tier. That's okay too. I truly appreciate it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You'll have a good one. I will see you in the next one. Y'all take care. Bye bye.